What is up, legends? We are back and we are rocking some more Artery Gear. All right, so they have the Madoka collab going on right now. Magic Girls, as you guys can see, and we have a little bit of currency that we saved. We have a little bit of tickets that we actually saved as well. And the actual event, go in right here. Very nice music. So you have your quest right here, which is the ordinary days. Get all these nice goodies right here, including getting this special outfit for Alice right here. When you defeat Uncrowned 50 times, you've only done it 9 so far for farming. And this is the usual type of event where you basically can just come in and max out all the characters that you have. Basically, what I mean by that is that it gives you a lot of fodder. It gives you a lot of currency to actually do things. So this event is a little bit special right here, because what you need to do is you need to buy all of these particular items right here. Just these down here, not this, because this is just the stuff. This is just like the limit break stuff for the main gacha characters, which we'll talk about them in a second. Right here is the limited armor applications, but you need to get all of these and knock it out. And the same thing with this. And the reason why you need to do that is because you can't get to over here, as you guys can see, unlocked after all limited items in the magical exchange one, which I don't know why they did this. It seems unnecessary to force you to get all of these, especially if you don't have the characters. It doesn't take that long, because to be able to get these actual purple orbs things, like it doesn't take that long at all, actually. But what we're gonna do right now is you're gonna hit, and you see I'm actually out right here. I can't even buy it all. Let's see if I can actually. I can't even buy all of that, so it's gonna take a while. Like, bruh, you can do this road to, like, because this is basically you can knock this out in an hour, and this is probably going to be like another 3 or 4 hours. Again, like I said, I don't know why they chose to do that, but you're gonna have to anyway, because you're gonna need to farm these blue PD things. And the reason why you need to do that is because you need to do contract trading. So you're gonna do it anyway, regardless. It's just weird that they chose to do that. And on top of that, when you're doing that, you're gonna end up getting magical crystals, or anyway, I call them ores, but you're gonna get them anyway, basically by going through all this and getting this. Now we have a free character that's called Homara Higeki. This is the glasses version and not the banner version, because there's a banner version, and she's a free character that you can get, and you're gonna basically get her version, which is going to allow her to be maxed out. And if you go into confirm all rounds, you can see that you pretty much have the armament for her as well. Go through and you see it gets special hiring agreement, everything else like that. Pretty much everything that you need to do to max this character out, going all the way into 7. And 7 is basically where you end up, just rotating stuff over and over again, where you get upgrades. And this is the point where you're starting the farm at, which is good, because you're going to get part upgrades and gear upgrades plus the gold. So all you're going to really do is everything right here is going to help you go through, like, you even get casting material, so you can essentially just farm like crazy. And if you're somebody who's been playing passively but not really spending on your stamina, like, look how much energy I so I'm gonna have enough energy to actually do all this. So over here you have the magical counter, which obviously you can do this. This is what you're gonna need to farm. This one right here, you can bring in whatever fodder that you want to bring in, or the special free character that you get, and let her level up on 60, which is what I did, instead of using cat orbs. And then you have the end of ordinary days, where you're basically fighting the uncrowned, and I didn't beat this because my team is not strong enough, because I just haven't been trying, but I can definitely get to 21k once I have a team that I care about getting to 21k. But I've done advance and just spam it out, and that's where you get the PD. I'm sorry, that's where you get the cat orb things from. And then you head over and then you just spam out and contract trading. Yeah. And then this is not up and running until the 29th, which is 8 days from now, which is okay. So as far as recruit, you have Madoka, who you definitely want. All these characters are really good, but you definitely want Madoka. You have Mickey, you have Kemi, and you have Sakura. Obviously, you can easily look at the characters, but for me, I want her because she's just a nuker. Like, look at that damage, crit damage, CD return, crit damage +2, then damage by 20% again. Once you get that skill down there, and she does it to all enemies and pierce 60% of the target's defense. Like, that is crazy. That's crazy. Obviously, she's like the MC anyway, so that's one of the reasons why she's so broke. And the same thing over here with her. Ignores some of the target's defense, gains status resistance, attack all enemies and deal damage equal to 84%, plus 8.5% of own total HP. Pierce damage, target's defense gain, status resist for 2 turns, which is nice. And then she has, this skill actually looks amazing, by the way. Gains critical damage boost, gains defense boost, restores HP at the end of your turn. Like this is great. And she kind of looks cool like that. Her pose like that, that's a lit pose. And then yeah, Akemi, which she's kind of like your speed push. She buffs people and then she decreases speed on top of that. That's crazy. At the beginning of battle, grant self absolute rule after 2 turns after taking the hit. Follow bless up 1 turn. Like that's crazy. She pushes back big time, lowers the move bar. So you kind of want to have her be a speed demon. Then you have her as a tank, which summons numerous lances, deal damage to enemies equal to 116 attack for every HP the unit has lost. So as she gets hurt, she does more damage, and then she grants crit resist. Out of all the characters, I'm the least interested in her because the tanks in this game just don't interest me. It's just a me thing. I know a lot of people like them, but for me, I'll be like, eh. Like, eh. But guarding realms, split the damage between allies when there's an ally attack. This is good for PvP, by the way. This skill is triggered once for 3 turns, and if the unit is under the status of self-sacrifice, lowering the incoming damage. Damage deals equal to 106% attack to the enemy, restores 20% of lost HP to self, or stab ends is triggered during other units' turns, and restores 10% of the lost health, which is pretty nice. Like I said, again, she's mainly like PvP in my opinion. The other thing that's interesting is the fact that they brought back the stages. I think, I don't know about you guys, and hopefully the dev team sees this. This right here, the stage thing, just needs to be here all the time. You don't need to do anything. You don't have to have this top right thing here all the time. That's neither here nor there. But the stage thing, this needs to be here all the time. It doesn't need to be the pity doesn't need to be as high. And the reason being is because this game, in hindsight, doesn't have a lot of currency renewable. And the problem with that is that a lot of the renewable currency has to deal with how strong you are. And if you're newer to mid-level in this game, you're not going to be strong enough to actually be able to do all that because it comes from PvP. It comes from an all-out battle. We're not going to talk about the standard stuff, like the events that come in, like this particular event. That's something totally different, and you just have to grind through that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the base game itself does not have a lot of renewable currency for the pay to be as high as it is. And what that does is that ends up with people like in my Discord who are saying, hey, after 3 months of me saving, I'm gonna get Madoka and everything. You ain't played the game hardly for 3 months. As a dev, the last thing I want to hear is that somebody basically is just passively playing my game for 3 months and then they just show up and then summon and then they go on again for 3 months. You know what that does? That affects your population. that affects people having word of mouth and trying to have fun and play a game. That means that they're AFK for like close to like almost the entire damn year outside of showing up for when those 4 particular updates happen. That is game design failure. There's no way that you're gonna tell me that that is the way that games are supposed to be. That is failing a gacha. And the problem is that there's a couple of games like that now that are prominent in the gacha industry right now. One of them obviously is this one. The other one is Dislight and Alice Fiction. All 3 games, their pities are too high. The pities don't refresh over properly, where they just basically throw in all your currency that you didn't use until, well, in Alice Fiction's case, they just throw your whole pity out the window and just give you like money like you need that crap. Like you like super rich in that game, you don't even need money. But in this particular game, they throw it into like the normal recruitment banner, which is okay, but what if you don't want any of those characters and you're after Madoka, you're after Sayaka? Like, you don't want the stuff that's in the regular recruitment banner. You know what that does? That makes majority of the people, if not 80% of the people that happened to, quit, which is why this game's population is so low. And I hope the devs understand that you're failing at gacha. This is a gacha game and you're failing at it right now. And that's the reason why you're failing at it right now. The pity is too high, and the pity shouldn't rotate over into the recruitment, into regular recruitment. It should carry over. Like if I get to like 80 in this, then whatever the next banner is, it should be at 80. Don't take that away. That is like all the way. Nobody has ever said that worked ever. So we'll see. We'll see. Like the problem with Asian companies, if they don't listen when it comes to this, they think that they know everything, and that global, especially content creators like myself who've been doing this for a long time, they don't listen. They just think that we don't know what we're talking about, and that they just gonna do that anyway, and then they end up with a dead game that in like a year talking about, oh well, we're sorry to we're glad we like your game, but we're on to greener pastures and we're going to shut down the game. And this, so when you just couldn't even have been in that situation to begin with, had you had to listen from the beginning and not failed at gacha. It's happened to so many games, and don't let it happen to this game, because this game right now is actually a very good game, minus how bad the gacha is. So with that said, let's see what happens summon wise, if we can actually get a character. Which I'm actually not, like, well, obviously not right here. I don't expect anything from this game. Like, Pavonis, it took me 15, like, all of my currency, basically, to get Pavonis. Like, 150. Now, I also have, almost forgot, over here in the regular, what you can do is you can use your normal summon coupons and turn them into those, which I almost forgot, had to come over here, come get it. What's this? Meh. Okay, let's back out. Almost forgot about, almost forgot about that, to be honest. All right, so now we have 2 more, and you see that we achieved that. So now, let's see what happens. So again, that's just, currency that I saved. And again, like all this is currency right here. Like it just becomes frustrating at a point. Okay, so now we're at stage 3. I'm gonna actually be able, maybe to pity, maybe with everything that you can earn throughout the day during this whole time. So I'll probably be able to get Madoka eventually, if she don't come out right now. Only one. Okay, which one? Okay, we ended up with Mickey. So the cool thing about this is that now I could go to the end and predict Madoka. Okay, so we got Mickey. So now it's on my currency, which I can only do it twice because I would need 5,400 at this point So I can actually get to stage 5, which means that technically I have stage 6, and I would only need to come up with 30 more at that point. I got something else right here because it gave me an achievement. So it might be Madoka right here too. It probably is. Or it might be somebody else who I don't even have, because that's possible. It's somebody else. I don't even know what you are. Okay. So again, now we're at stage 4. Wow. This is some luck back to back. Oh, wow. I don't even need to go all the way to the end? I don't need to go all the way to the end. I might still do that though. So this is copium luck right here, because this actually went well. Like I said, the last 2 banners did not go well. I failed beforehand to get whatever that healer unit was, and it took me like 15 to get a bonus. So yeah, so now I can actually come over here and use my currency to try to get Akemi and Kyoko. However, but the fact that I actually have these 2 now, I can actually go after their armaments and build them up, and then they become some really useful OP ass characters for me at this point. So now that we got that out of the way, we have one other thing that we're gonna do. The golden ribbon is actually interesting because you can get Mami Tomo. Now anything named Mami, like, get the hell out of here. Nobody wants to hear any character named Mami. However, she is a cute, useful unit, and you actually can get her from spending currency. Now, this is like, I'm probably gonna be able to get to 16, because that's just natural progression of you spending currency. But beyond that, I don't know about all that. I don't know, but I'm gonna try though, obviously. But I don't know about this, like, stage 16. Jesus Christ, we out here whaling? That's what we doing? I'm not whaling, but we out here whaling. But we're already at 9,000 spent right now, so we're halfway to 18 already, which is literally what happens. Like, when you get to 18, it's like bam, you're good. But I like getting these characters because basically they're free, and essentially it's you farming at the end of the day. So as long as you're farming and spending the currency to summon, and then you're good to go. So this is like a side way to encourage you not to concentrate on saving in this particular event. So just the summon, go for it. At this way, you don't have the see. And again, the problem is that where are we getting that currency from? Where we getting this currency from? It's not main stage. I did everything main stage. Where am I getting it from? Like, there's nowhere to get that currency from. You have the weeklies that you get it from, like PvP and all out battle, but that's not enough. That's not enough. There's nowhere to get that particular currency from. You're not getting it from fleet. Like, there needs to be a system that refreshes every week that you can fight as long as you can, that will allow you to get currency and earn your way. Like, don't just give it to us. We don't want it free. We just want currency that we can just fight and earn, and then we can just, put the currency where we want to go. Like, like a different type of tower system, because the tower system we have right now, it just, once you're done with it, you're just done with it. That's gone too. So there's nowhere to actually get that currency from. I don't know, devs. Think about it and please figure it out, because that's the weakness in your game right now. Alright, we'll catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Hopefully all this is to your liking, and I will see you guys soon. Peace. Thank you, legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.